Hello dear students and welcome to a new math session. In this session we'll be talking about the division of rational numbers. To divide the rational number a over b by c over d, you multiply a over d by the multiplicative inverse of c over d. For example, if you want to divide 3 over 5 by negative 6 over 5, there is something called keep change flip. We keep the first fraction as it is, we change the division sign into multiplication sign, and then we flip the second fraction. So we're multiplying the first fraction by the multiplicative inverse of the second part. So in this one, it will be 3 over 5 multiplied by the multiplicative inverse, which is negative 5 over 6. If you do this one, you will see that the 5 and 5 are crossed out together, so it's 3 over negative 6, which is negative 1 over 2. Exercise number 1. Find each of the following in the simplest form. Negative 6 over 5 divided by 3 over 20. As we said, it's the keep change flip, or we multiply the first rational number by the multiplicative inverse of the second rational number. So it's negative 6 over 5 multiplied by 20 over 3. If you simplify this, it will be 6 divided by 3, it's 2. 3 divided by 3, it's 1. 20 divided by 5, it's 4. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So it's negative 8 over 1. So the result is negative 8. Question B, negative 3 over 7 divided by negative 4 over 5. So it's negative 3 over 7 multiplied by negative 5 over 4. So the result is positive 15 over 28. Question C, 2 over 9 divided by negative 1 over 9. So it's 2 over 9 multiplied by negative 9 over 1. Cross out the 9 with the 9. So the result is negative 2. Exercise number 2 says, if A equals 3 over 4 and B equals 1 over 4 and C is equal to negative 3, find the numerical value of each of the following. Question 1, A times B all divided by C. So we can make it as, we substitute A by 3 over 4, multiplied B by 1 over 4, and then all of this divided by negative 3. To simplify this, it's 3 over 16 divided by negative 3. So it will be 3 over 16 multiplied by negative 1 over 3. The 3 and the 3 crossed out together, so the result is negative 1 over 16. Question 2, A is 3 over 4 divided by C, so it's divided by negative 3, and then the result is plus B. So it's 3 over 4 multiplied by negative 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. If you simplify this, it will be negative 1 over 4, then plus 1 over 4, so the result is 0. Exercise number 3, find in the simplest form. So we do the first part first. 3 over 8 plus 5 over 8, it's 8 over 8, divided by 5 over 8, then it is 8 over 8 is 1, multiplied by 8 over 5, so it is 8 over 5. Question 2, 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 2, so you multiply here by 3 up and down, and you multiply this one by 2 up and down. So it's 3 over 6 minus 2 over 6. So in this one, it's 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 6. So divided by 3, it's 2. divided by 3, it's 1. So the answer is 1 over 8. Question 3. Negative 18 over 5 divided by 9 over 35, it will be multiplied by 35 over 9. And all of this multiplied by negative 3 over 7. Divided by 9, it's 1. Divided by 9, it's 2. Divided by 5, it's 7. Divided by 5, it's 1. So the first one will give me negative 14 multiplied by negative 3 over 7. Divided by 7, it's 1. Divided by 14, it's 2. So it will be negative 2 times negative 3, which is 6. Question 4. If you have a mixed number, I recommend that you make it as a fraction. Minus 13 over 3 divided by negative 13 over 4. So it's negative 13 over 3 multiplied by the multiplicative inverse, which is negative 4 over 13. So 13 and 13 are crossed out together, and the two negative will leave me to positive, so it's positive 4 over 3. Question 5. Negative 12 over 25 multiplied by negative 5 over 7. Divided by 5, it's 1. Divided by 5 is 5. So it's negative 12. And the two negatives will give me positive. So it's 12 over 35 divided by negative 9 over 14. So it will be 12 over 35 multiplied by 14 over negative 9. So the result will be, here we divide by 7. So it's 2. Divided by 7, it's 5. Divided by 3, it's 4. Divided by 3, it is negative 3. So it's negative 8 over 15. Question 6. It's negative 5 over 3 multiplied by 14 over 3 and then divided by 55 over 9. So in this one, it's negative 70 over 9, then multiplied by 5 over 55. So in this one, the 9s are crossed out together, divided by 5 will give me 14, divided by 5 will give me 11. So the final answer is negative 14 over 11. If you want to write it as a mixed number, it's negative 1, then 3 over 11. Let's now see application on rational numbers. The distance between two numbers, 2 and 5, is what? How do we calculate the distance? To calculate the distance between two numbers, it's the absolute value of the two numbers minus each other. So it's either the absolute value of 2 minus 5 or 5 minus 2, which is 3 length units. The rational number which lying in halfway between the two rational numbers a and b is half times a plus b. For this example, the rational number which lying in halfway between the two rational numbers 1 over 5 and 1 over 7 is half times 1 over 5 plus 1 over 7, then the result will be 1 over 70. The rational number which lies in ratio way between the two rational numbers, we have two cases. First, from the smaller side. So we get it by the smaller number plus the ratio multiplied by the big number minus the smaller number. What if it's from the bigger side? So the bigger side plus ratio times the bigger number minus the smaller number. Let's take an example for this. If the rational number which lies third way between the two rational numbers 2 over 3 and 4 over 5 from the bigger side. So how do we do it? We know that 4 over 5 is bigger than the 2 over 3. Then we do it as the bigger number, which is 4 over 5, minus the ratio. How do we get this ratio? Here it says third way. So we multiply by 1 over 3, then multiplied by the absolute value of the bigger number minus the smaller number. So to do this with your calculations, it will be 34 over 45. Let's now go to the evaluation part. Students, please, once you see the questions, pause the video, try to answer the question yourself. After that, play the video to check your answer. If x equals 3 over 4 and y equals negative 5 over 3, find in the simplest form the value of the expression x minus y over x plus y. So, we know that x is 3 over 4 minus y is negative 5 over 3, and all of this over means divide. So divided by 3 over 4 plus negative 5 over 3. So this one is 3 over 4 plus 5 over 3 divided by 3 over 4 minus 5 over 3. In order to be able to subtract and add, you need to have the same denominator. So we'll multiply here up and down by 3, and here up and down by 4. And here the same thing. We multiply up and down by 3, and here up and down by 4. So it will be 9 over 12 plus 20 over 12. That's a part, divided by 9 over 12 minus 20 over 12. So it's 29 over 12 multiplied by 12 over negative 11. 12 and 12 are crossed out together, so the result is negative 29 over 11. Question 2. Calculate the value of each of the following, then put the result in the simplest form. Let's do the first bracket. Negative 18 over 5 times 35 over 9, then multiplied by negative 3 over 7. Divided by 9, it's 1. Divided by 9, it's 2. Divided by 5, it's 7. Divided by 5, it's 1. So this one is negative 14 multiplied by negative 3 over 7. Divided by 7, it's 2. Divided by 7, it's 1. So the answer here is negative 2 times negative 3, which is positive 6. Question B. Negative 1 divided by 9 over 4. So it's negative 1 multiplied by 4 over 9. Then the result is negative 4 over 9. Question 3. Find the rational number lying at the halfway between 2 over 5 and 3 over 7. As we said before, to find the number that is halfway, we make half multiplied by their sum, 2 over 5 plus 3 over 7. So in this case, it is 1 over 2 multiplied by, here we multiply by 7 up and down, and here we multiply by 5 up and down. So it's half times 14 over 35 plus 15 over 35. Then it is half multiplied by 29 over 35, which is 29 over 70. And now, dear students, we came to the end of our session. Thank you very much. Wishing you best of luck.